Chicken fingers. That's funny. Chicken fingers. Frozen fruit. I don't know. Oh, this one might. Megabytes. Megabytes. Get it? Megabytes. Maybe that one, but that reminds me of work. Octopus. Hamburger. To go with the theme of the hamburger video I did the other day. That's a lot to color. Falling over the moon. Okay, I need to pick something. Let me pick. It's either going to be this one or this one. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this one. Yeah, let's do this one. Let's start with the ice cream. Ice cream, ice cream. We all scream for ice cream. Let's make strawberry ice cream. I'm one of those people that I like to outline when I color. I've been doing this since I was a kid. I outline, and it makes the inside colors pop. I guess when people do these videos, they have like story time and they share things. I guess I'm just gonna talk about whatever comes to mind, or talk about nothing at all. Coloring is really soothing. I mean, I found it soothing. Remember they used to have those contests as a kid? I think they would come in the mail, or they might be in some of those kid magazines. I don't know. I think, and then, yeah, you would color the paper and take them up to the store and put them on the wall. Like, I think they had them at grocery stores. I don't know if it was like a contest, but you would get the color, the picture, the printout, and you would color, and then they would put them all, you could give them back and then put them on the wall in the store, something like that. I have not the sharpest memory of that, but there was something that we used to do. I could Google it, of course. There was something we used to do as kids, and we would all color the same picture and just put it up on the wall in, yeah, I don't remember if it was a grocery store or a drugstore or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, I remember wanting to do those, or doing those sometimes. You guys thought I was going to color his eyeball. I can already see, this just takes me back to my hand getting tired. My wrist getting tired. I remember doing homework and schoolwork as a kid, and getting like a callus on the inside of my finger, like right there. Remember they had those little things you put on your pencil or your pen, like a little squishy cushion thing, so you wouldn't get a callus, or so it doesn't helps you helps the pencil. But what am I trying to say? It helps the pen or pencil not push against your finger. So we'll say that this is strawberry ice cream. Strawberry from Thrifties. Thrifties. You know they sell the Thrifties ice cream in the store now. The retro containers. Pretty cool. With everything nowadays, or for the most part, a lot of things that we use nowadays is all technology related. It just seems like it ties into technology. But coloring is definitely old school. It's just the tactile feeling, you know, of the colored pencils, crayons, or whatever. The smell, these don't really have a smell, but crayons definitely have a smell. We're going to do, the cone is going to be like, I don't know if that's the right color. Yeah, we can do the cone. Kind of peachish, orangish. This is my color. My coloring experience. I can color however I want. There are no rules. Are there rules? Stay inside the line, maybe that's the only rule. You don't even have to do that. But like I was saying, everything, for the most part, in our daily lives, our technology is involved in almost everything. From the time you wake up, well, my experience anyway, from the time I wake up, yes, I wake up by the alarm. And then we have like the devices in the house, like the ECHO and Alex A's. I don't want to say the name. So you wake up by the alarm on your phone or your alarm clock. And the other devices, your watch, if you have a smartwatch. If you have a ring which tracks your sleep data. If you have what else? An iPad or a tablet, if people who read from their tablet. It's just so much technology. You get in your car or whatever, you work, you know, a lot of jobs are desk jobs. So we're in front of a computer all day. Our eyes are getting the strain of the computer screen. You have your keyboard typing all day. Just technology is all around us. So that's why doing stuff like this is like very nostalgic for me, just old school. But it's funny because obviously the technology is tied into all of this because how am I recording? And the whole social media and all this and that. I ain't talking about nothing, I'm just rambling. And people will watch things like this. I know because I do. Certain people have like a very soothing voice. I watched a lot of videos with celebrities doing ASMR, and a lot of them did a really good job. I remember Cardi B did a good job. Cardi B, I think the Jonas Brothers, I remember seeing a video of them. Was that bop, 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 bop? I think it was them. Grown up, of course. And then I watched her video like over and over. She was somehow connected to Fenty, Rihanna's makeup brand. I don't know her name, but her ASMR video was so soothing. I just kept watching it over and over. I think she had a 10-minute video at first. And she might have done a longer one, but it was very soothing. Let's see what color I'm going to do this. I think his scarf is going to be green. Oh my gosh, I was just sitting here. You know how people are self-conscious about certain things? I am. Like, I'm self-conscious about that right there. Not super self-conscious, but I notice it. And then my hand was just sitting here like, hey, hey. You guys probably wouldn't even have noticed it. Or maybe you did. I don't know. But ASMR. I wish more people experienced it, because I really feel like it has its place in therapy as far as relaxing people. I mean, I can imagine ASMR being in like prisons or jails to relax people. But the thing is, not everyone experiences it. And then a lot of people think it's weird. If you don't experience it, then yes, I get why you think it's weird. But if you know what the tingles are and you experience that trance, that ASMR trance, then you get it. But ASMR, I mean, people have taken it on all sorts of levels. Of course, they've sexualized it like they do everything, or a lot of things. They have made it funny role play. I mean, it's so many ways to use, or to showcase, I should say, ASMR. I feel like the possibilities are endless, which I guess I'm going to, I hope my momentum keeps going, because I really enjoy recording these videos, and I also like editing. I just edit in iMovie. That works for me right now, but I don't want to lose my momentum. I hope I can continue to enjoy this and continue recording. I mean, ideally, would I like to do this for a living and live off the channel? I suppose so. But also, having a 9-to-5, you just go to work, do your job, and collect your paycheck. But spending 40 hours a week, 40 plus hours a week on someone else's time schedule, that is really draining and soul-sucking for sure. I mean, I've been at this job, my job, for a very long time. And that's why once I decided to do this channel in January, and then really moving forward with it in April, it has definitely brought some pep into my step. You know, outside of the mundanity of life and your daily responsibilities, weekly responsibilities, I really look forward to recording and seeing what I can come up with, and then editing the video and seeing it through to completion. And as of now, no. channel. I have 12 subscribers, but it's fun. Very fun. Very enjoyable to me. And I wish that for everybody. I wish everyone could find whatever it is that brings them joy and fulfillment. What color am I going to make this umbrella? Let's do, I think it should stay in the pink family, because this ice cream cone, he has fashion sense, it would seem. This is one of the mics that I use. Not one of, this is the mic that I use. I use Hollyland. Whoa, I didn't get in the picture. Y'all not supposed to see. I use this Hollyland Lark mics. So it's basically 2 microphones that come in here. One I wear. Just clip it on it's a magnet, so it clips onto each other, onto my shirt, and the other I just put wherever. Pick up the sounds versus a shotgun mic, which I was initially going to do, but this way is so easy. I record on my phone. And just hook up the mic to my phone, and that is it. It is so easy. I do everything, pretty much everything from my phone. I hook up the transmitter, receiver. I don't even know all the proper terms, but I hook up the microphone to my phone, and I edit from my phone, and I upload from my phone. Shoot, I went outside the line. Goodness gracious. And then I also have an external hard drive a small hard drive that once I edited my videos and they're finished, I export them to the hard drive. Because if I just kept storing them on my phone would run out of memory very quick, run out of space very quick. So everything out there today, it seems like there's so many conveniences for people to have a YouTube channel. If this were around when I were younger, like a preteen, I totally would have tried to do this. Because I was always hanging out with my friends. We would do, make up plays and skits and just all kinds of fun things. So the imagination was vast and still is. I know life happens and we get just life gets in the way, robs you of your dreams. But we just gotta find a way to either get it back or stay in tune with it. I think what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna end up doing a time lapse. Does that even make sense? I'm gonna have to do a time lapse because this video is gonna be long. But then if it's a time lapse, it won't be ASMR. Duh. Okay. I'll just keep coloring and see what happens. I feel like this is going to be an hour-long video. Maybe longer. I guess I'm still trying to find my soft-spoken voice because I've heard people and their soft-spoken voice is so soothing. And I just don't want to try too hard and come off as trying too hard. But right now, I'm just being Kelly. Just doing my thizzle. This is so pretty. So pretty. I mean, nothing spectacular. This is cool. This noise right here, and that, I really like this noise, this. Or maybe it's this side. Yeah, this side. This side is so smooth. Okay, back to coloring. Let me see, I'm gonna color. Start with the sun. Oh, he's going to have on definitely some red shorts. Red shorts. This sun looks like he has a booty on his back. You got a booty on your back. Whoa! His legs are so long. They go right up to his sun neck. I don't know where I got that from, but I think one of my friends used to say that, or we used to say that as teenagers. I don't know if we were clowning one of our friends or whatever, but they had long legs, and I remember when he would come around, we would say, "You got a booty on your back." Whoa. Okay, so his socks must be blue. Let's try it with blue. These are old school socks for sure. His shoes, what kind of shoes does he have going on right now? Let's see. Those aren't Jordans. We're going to say, oh, he got the Velcros. Macklemore, can you take me shopping? These candles, they are wicking. I love that sound. It's so soothing. So soothing. I'm gonna need a pencil sharpener. see. Let's see what color the sun is going to be. He is going to be, what color is this? Is this like golden? Golden? I want him to be kind of like light skin. I like golden, too golden. I can just make him do ombre or a gradient of brown and yellow. Brown and yellow. Let's see what happens. Where'd that color? This color. This color. I guess I should probably be talking about something, huh? I'm not one of those story time people. I guess if I thought about that before I decided to do this, I could have come up with a story to talk about. And hopefully this is soothing. Soothing for me, I know that. There she goes with that tapping again. This picture is actually funny because when you look at the sun, he's just out here sunning, doing his thing, doing its thing. The sun is just being a sun. And the ice cream is mad. Looking at him like, what are you doing? Did you know that I am over here melting? And the reptiles, they're out here. The reptiles are out here enjoying it, loving it. Loving it. I used to have an iguana. That's a story. Well, my son, it was his iguana. And he initially wanted a snake because one of my friends had a snake. And he wanted a snake. I was like, not getting a snake. Snakes seem boring and they're snakes. So I wasn't interested in getting a snake. Then, actually, no, she didn't have a snake. She had an iguana. He initially wanted a snake, that's right. And then one of my friends, we went over her house and she had an iguana. And my son wanted an iguana. I was like, okay, I think I can do an iguana. Because I definitely didn't want the responsibility of a puppy, a dog, or even a cat back then. So we ended up getting an iguana from the pet store. And, oh, check out the shoes, the shoes, the shoes, the shoes, the shoes. It's gotta be the shoes. So, we got an iguana from the pet store. The iguana was like this big with the tail and everything. Maybe 3 inches. It was so tiny and so cute. And the iguana didn't take to my son. Every time my son would try to pick it up, the iguana would like smack him, like smack him with her tail, with its tail. And she would let me pick her up. But it was funny, you know, because it was supposed to be his iguana, but I took to it because I am such a softie when it comes to animals of all kinds. But so she eventually became my iguana, and We had her for 6 years. We didn't know it was a girl iguana. So we named her Chucky. Chucky after the Rugrats, Chucky. Because that was about the age my son was when the Rugrats were out, the cartoon. So we named her Chucky. And then I want to say maybe 4 years into having her, I'm not sure. One night I heard her in her cage because she had like a tank like, you know, you keep snakes in, or turtles or fish, obviously without the water for the iguana. But I just heard some noise, some chaos in the middle of the night. And when I went to look, Chucky had laid, I don't know, about 15 or 20 eggs. And I was like, oh my gosh, what is this about? And I did call. I found a vet that was open just to call and ask what it was about. And I guess like chickens, iguanas can lay eggs. So anyway, it was a female iguana named Chucky, which I still thought was cute. But yeah, I felt for her because she was struggling. Like, it was new to her too. That was the first time she had ever had that happen to her. So she was just flailing all around in the cage and then pushing out those eggs. And then obviously we had to get rid of them. But I think people in certain countries do eat those iguana eggs, I believe. And in the 6 years that we had her, she did that twice, I think. And the second time she laid the eggs, she laid less than she did the first time. And Chucky was cute. She was like a dog. She was potty trained. She would go, I guess I can whisper now. She would go, we had like a certain spot for her to go with newspapers and stuff, and she would use the bathroom on the newspapers. We actually let her, she had her free range of the house. She just went wherever she wanted to go. We also had a cage for her eventually as she got bigger. In the cage, my stepfather, Daniel, today would have been his 85th birthday, but he and I, well, he built the cage for me. I drew up a drawing of a cage, and he built it for me. And it was like, I don't know, 6 feet tall. And then Chucky would go in her cage, but we didn't have her. She could have still, she couldn't have still been alive, I don't think, but she passed away because she wasn't under her heat lamp, and I guess she didn't get enough heat. I think that's why. And she eventually passed away, but it was fun. Chucky was fun. It was cool having a reptile, an iguana, except when she got mad, because the bigger she got, she would swag her tail if she didn't like anything. And I have a story of her running away to the neighbors, running away outside, and then one of the neighbors grabbed her while I was at work, took her out, grabbed her from a tree, took her, and anyway, I eventually got her back. And yep, my son and I had an iguana for 6 years, little Chucky. Let me take a break. Okay, so this is a time lapse, and I'm just doing a voiceover to give some type of sounds, hopefully soothing voice sounds, while you're watching the time lapse. Hopefully I'm putting you guys to sleep in a good ASMR tingle type of way. But this coloring is so therapeutic, recording the videos and editing too. Okay. I did a time lapse of some of this, the coloring, and now I'm back. This is turning out pretty cool. sing, but I'm going to have to do soft spoken so I can sing this camp song that I remember. It was at Camp Hollywoodland. That's the name of the camp. And the song was Tarzan, Tarzan, swinging on a rubber band, swinging on a rubber band. So how it goes, there's one person leading the group. So they say Tarzan, and then we repeat Tarzan. So, okay, so now that you get that, let's go. Tarzan, Tarzan, swinging on a rubber band, swinging on a rubber band. Tarzan, Tarzan, fell into a frying pan, fell into a frying pan. Ooh, that's hot. Ooh, that's hot. Now Tarzan has a tan. Now Tarzan has a tan. And I hope it doesn't peel. And I hope it doesn't peel. Like a banana. Like a banana. That was a song. And that stuck with me because I thought that was so hilarious. I really appreciated that song. And that stuck with me. Just like a lot of things stick with me. Even like commercials. There's a commercial, a Trident commercial. How does it go? Wait, how does it go? Okay, here we go. Mom, the tooth fairy came. She did. She left me a nickel and a pack of Trident. Cinnamon, my favorite. She knew. And she must also know that 4 out of 5 dentist surveys recommend sugarless gum for their patients who chew gum. Mommy, who's the tooth fairy? Someone who cares about your teeth. That was the whole Trident commercial. Look it up. Look up a Trident commercial from the 80s. And I bet you word for word. Might be a couple things off, maybe. Because I think I put a little soul into the voice. But, yeah, basically that was an actual commercial. And what you eating? Some cereal. It's supposed to be good for you. Did you try it? I'm not gonna try it. Hey, let's get Mikey. He won't eat it. He hates everything. He likes it. Hey, Mikey. And that was a Life cereal commercial. I know this is supposed to be ASMR. That was not soft-spoken or whispering. But at this point, I don't even know if anybody is still watching. So if you are, I appreciate you. Because I'm entertaining myself at this point. But this is fun. This is therapeutic. This is just lovely. So let's finish this up. I'm going to finish this. This is periwinkle. I don't want periwinkle. I want blue. Blue, 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 blue. Let's see. I want blue, 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 blue for the sign. Let's see. This is not blue. This is smoky purple. Smoky. Smoky. Smoky, 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 smoky. If you know, you know. Let's see. I could make the sign black. Oh, where's black? Let's do black. Black. Yeah, black. Oh, black everything. Black. Black, 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 black. Because I'm black, y'all. Well, I'm half black, y'all. But some of my, as a kid, I watched a lot of sitcoms. Sitcoms for sure. One of my favorite sitcoms, What's Happening? Like as a kid, What's Happening? Roger, Rerun, Dwayne, Shirley. What was that? D. Oh, can't forget D. Three's Company, Facts of Life, through the different ages and stages. Sanford and Son, The Jeffersons, So many. Give Me a Break. Oh my gosh, so many sitcoms. I was a sitcom baby. Not baby, but a sitcom kid for sure. I used to record sitcoms on a tape recorder, on my dad's tape recorder, before we had a VCR and all that. And then I would listen to it. Just listen to the recording without watching it. But then as I got older, I was still into sitcoms as I got older. But one of the classic, funniest sitcoms, you gotta give it to Martin Lawrence. That sitcom was hilarious. Pam, Martin, Gina, Cole, Tommy. You ain't got no job, Tommy. Rest in peace. Shanae, all the characters Martin played. Bruh Man from the fifth floor. Bruh Man from the fifth floor, though. Fifth floor, right? Or third floor? Fifth floor. Dang, it's been so long. Shanae, oh my goodness. And then all his characters. Oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank right now. The karate dude, that karate guy, the security guard. Was it Roscoe? Roscoe was a little kid with the snotty nose. That he played. He would be on his knees knocking on the door as a little kid. Hilarious. Jerome. I said Jerome's in the house. Hustle Man. Oh my gosh, Hustle Man. Yeah, so just saying that Martin, that show was hilarious. I also like sitcoms like My Wife and Kids. Funny. I just like funny. I love funny. All kinds of funny. There's different types of sense of humor. That's my jam. Anyway, this video is about, I guess it's going to be like 50 minutes, under an hour. I'm wrapping this up. Oh my goodness, I really thoroughly enjoy this. This is very therapeutic. I know I keep saying that, but it is. Oops. Inside the line. Oh, and other TV shows. Mad TV. Any of the parody shows. Mad TV, In Living Color, Saturday Night Live. For sure, those are winner chicken dinners. I just love chicken dinners. I like parodies. In my head, a lot of things are a parody. So I might be working and they might be having a meeting and, we're in a meeting on a call or whatever, and I always got some parodies going in my head. I think that's why I like the idea of having a YouTube channel and actually doing a YouTube channel. Because you get to entertain how you want it. The creator gets to entertain how they want to do it. And I think that's wonderful. You're not the boss of me. I mean, according to what everyone says, the algorithm is the boss of us, but I'm going to do this and make sure I enjoy it. Because I don't want I don't want that taken away. I don't want the joy of things taken away, Life is so regimented enough. It's scheduled enough. We're on our work schedule. We're on our get ready for work schedule. We're on our finish work and unwind schedule. And then all the other responsibilities we have. So if we can just bring joy and relaxation and fulfillment into our world as much as we can, and stay in alignment as much as we can. It's not always going to be flowers and ice cream or whatever happy things, happy words you choose to use, but we just have to stay. My motto is staying in alignment as much as possible. And what I mean by that is staying in tune with what feels pleasant to me, and taking the path of least resistance. The path of least resistance. I'm not one of those people that likes challenges or feels like you have to work hard and sacrifice, and nope. I know that's what we're taught, but that's not what I believe. I believe mainly in the Esther Hicks method. So if you know anything about Esther Hicks, just look her up. Look her up on YouTube. The path of least resistance is the path I choose to take. More about that later, but that's my jam. That's what I appreciate. That's what I flow with. And there's nothing wrong with that. We all try to do what works for us. But whatever it is, just remember that each of us is here on this earth in these physical bodies to experience life in our way. We're not here to live life on other people's terms, not your parents' terms, not your boss's terms, not your preacher's terms, reverend, priest, preacher, not your family's terms. We're here to experience life on our terms, in our way. Because everybody has a say, and everyone has an opinion on what you should do or shouldn't do. But let them determine what they want to do within their lives and within your own life. I don't like this term, but do you, boo-boo? Especially as an adult. And then once you get the guidance and the foundation as a kid, then fly, little birdie, fly. Fly, Robin, fly. Up to the sky. Maybe I can color, but I can't sing. I mean, I can sing. I just can't sing well. That's one thing I wish I could, one talent I wish I had, is to be able to sing well. Just to have a beautiful singing voice, because it's so frustrating. Oops, I was off the camera. It's so frustrating singing and trying to hit certain notes and you just can't. You know that saying, like, sing like no one's listening? I wish I could sing. That would be one talent. If I could, if we could pick, to an extent, maybe we could pick before we arrived here in our physical bodies. Again, that's another story for another day. But if I could pick a talent to have a gift, it would definitely be knowing how to sing. I love hearing people who can sing and just make it so effortless and sound good too. We all have our gifts and our talents and our likes. Gotta figure what that is. Figure out what that is. I think I'm almost done with my picture. I think I'm gonna, I don't know if I should do the whole background. I think I should do the background. I know what I'll do. I'll just shadow it a little bit. You know what I mean? Like this. I don't know if this is gonna work, but I really don't feel like doing the whole page like that. With all these sun rays. I might have to though. Oh, I need to get a pencil sharpener. I think I already said that. Pencil sharpener would be good ASMR too. At work, I used to sit by the mail room, and when people would go in there, they had an electric pencil sharpener. And when people would go in there to sharpen, let's just say they had a bundle of pencils, I would love hearing that. I would love hearing that. That was one of my, for sure, trance-like tingles. Hearing people sharpen pencils. You would think it would be annoying to some people because it would be quiet in the office and then somebody would come and sharpen the pencils and it would be loud. Also, taping up boxes with shipping tape. We had to send out like boxes of envelopes and FedEx and all that stuff. Oh my gosh. I love that sound of someone taping up a box. There are so many sounds that you can hear if you experience ASMR outside of whispering that would put me in a trance. One of them is Windex. Like I remember at one of my jobs, I was a receptionist, and the guy that would clean the door, he was my buddy. He would clean around the front desk, and when he sprayed the Windex, dang, I would just be in an ASMR trance. Oh my gosh, it's just funny how so many things that people do can put you in that relaxed state. That's actually a gift. If we talk about gifts, to be able to experience ASMR. And then the hair play, yes, for sure. When I'm getting my hair done at the salon, or as a kid when you have another kid, like when you used to play hair and makeup or whatever, and someone doing your hair. Ooh, that's straight up trance ASMR for sure. Whispering, always whispering. It's always been whispering. Or someone on the phone. Like if someone's on the phone, say for instance you're talking to someone on the phone and then they're looking for something and they're like, yeah, let me figure out where this is. And like if they're doing that, I'll just sit on the phone. I'm like, take your time. No, take your time. But that's funny because there are so many things that we listen to. And even though there's a lot of noise and distraction in the world, the ASMR, my goodness, that is a gift to be able to feel those tingles. All right, I'm getting towards the end of my little project, my coloring project. Hopefully, I've put someone to sleep listening to these noises. I have fallen asleep on many ASMR videos, and lately including my own. And I don't listen to ASMR with headphones on when I go to sleep, or earbuds or AirPods or whatever. I mean, I have before, but normally I don't. But the other night, I was listening to my videos with my AirPods, earbuds, headphones. I was listening to them with the headphones on. And I was like, ooh, this sounds way better. But I don't need that in my ear when I go to sleep. I mean, an actual device in my ear. I've also worn headphones over, over the regular size headphones. Those are good. It all works. It all works. Well, here we are at the end of my coloring. And this has definitely been a nice way to unwind after a day of looking at screens and keyboards and numbers and spreadsheets all day long. There we go. This one is called A Major Meltdown. Major Meltdown. And here we are. I'm not sure what my thumbnail will be. It's pretty cool. I like it. I like it. Oh, let me see. The ice cream needs some color eyes. Let me see. I'll just make it white. Let's put some white in there. And the page is already white, but I'll just add a little white. I think I got, nope. I see a missing spot here. Leave no part of the page uncolored within the border. Within the border. I'm saying border, but with the British accent. The border. There we go. I guess I'll put the date on here. I don't know if that will mess up the thing. Let me put the date. I will put 4/30/25. There you go. Major Meltdown. And these pages are meant to be ripped open if I wanted to, but I'm not. I'm just going to leave it like this. And I guess I can put these pencils back in here. Let that be part of the ASMR. I don't know how much of this is ASMR. Oh yeah, that can be ASMR. When it's done right and not clicking and clacking. Clicking and clacking. You know what? One color, the name of a crayon that I think is so funny is burnt sienna. That just reminds me of being a kid and always seeing that crayon in the box. Burnt sienna is like an orange color. I don't know if they have that color in here, or if they name them the same thing, because this isn't a Crayola. Is this Crayola? No, this Crazy Art Corp, so it's not Crayola. So I don't think burnt sienna would be in here, but maybe, I don't know if that's a universal color name or if that's just part of Crayola crayon. Yes, I need to get a pencil sharpener so I can sharpen these babies up. Because I have more coloring books. Well, I don't have a lot more, but I have another one that I'll eventually do. But maybe I'll just do this from time to time, create a playlist. I don't know. Why is this one not going back in? This is supposed to be there. Not frustrating. Okay, that's just me. Okay, so thank you for watching. My friend told me to tap slower. Tap slower. Oh, this is looking kind of messy, huh?